Has this ever happened to you where you ask a meaningful question and the other person, whether they're a client, a prospect, or maybe someone on your team, answers with vague ambiguities rather than meaningful specifics? Well, it's likely not because your questions aren't insightful enough. Odds are it's because your client or whoever the person is doesn't yet feel safe enough to answer honestly. So here's an example. A trainer might ask a new client something like, "So tell me a little bit more about what motivated you to book this session with me today. What are some of your most important goals?" And the client might respond by saying something like, "I just want to get in shape." And the trainer, confused and frustrated, is thinking, "Wow, that's really vague. And besides, you already have a shape." And this is because without trust and safety, clients are going to filter what they say. And they're going to protect themselves instead of exploring what they really want and what actually needs to change. And here's how this gets violated, even when we have the best of intentions. So let's say the client says something like, "I keep avoiding the critical conversations I know that I need to have with my team." A well-meaning executive coach might respond with something like, "Well, it sounds like a confidence issue. Have you tried scripting what you want to say beforehand so you're more prepared and therefore more confident?" Well, that seems helpful, but it's not. Why? Because in that moment, the coach imposed their interpretation. Well, this is clearly a confidence issue, shifting the conversation from curiosity to premature diagnosis. And they're also signaling, "I know what this is. Let me fix it," falling straight into what I would call the writing reflex trap. So what does the client do in this situation? Well, they might nod. They may agree. And they might even comply. But internally, they've completely disengaged. So let's take a look at a different approach. The same client says, "I keep avoiding the conversations I know I need to have with my team." This time, our coach responds with, "What feels most important for you in these conversations right now?" And then pauses and listens. Then maybe they might ask, "What's coming up for you when you think about having these critical conversations with them?" Now we're doing something very different. We're inviting awareness instead of prematurely just prescribing action. We're supporting autonomy, which is critical for intrinsic motivation and sustainable behavior change. The moment a client feels fully safe, that's where real coaching actually begins.